Hello class 10th. Today in Human Digestive System lecture series I will teach you stomach, right? And in stomach we will discuss about stomach structure, stomach's layers, its glands, its secretion and how the digestion takes place into the stomach. Okay, so let's start the structure of the stomach first, right? If you will see the structure of the stomach, so it's just looking like alphabet J. Okay, the maximum capacity to store the food is 1 liter to 1.5 liter, or we can say एक adult human का stomach 1 liter से 1.5 liter तक food and water को store कर सकता है, right? And the stomach can store the food for the 6 to 8 hours, right? If you will see the structure of the stomach, so the area where the stomach is connecting with the esophagus, this area is called the esophageal sphincter area. The esophageal sphincter area is actually the area which provides the signal to the stomach about to reach the food there. And by that the stomach cells know about the food is ready to come. And the stomach cells receive that food from the esophagus. Okay. Just after the esophageal sphincter area, the beginning part of the stomach is called cardiac. Then fundus, the largest area is body. Then antrum, and the last area is called pylorus. Okay, the pylorus area having the pyloric sphincter. Right? So let's see the function of these all in detail. The cardiac area will receive the food and will send it into the body area. Fundus will secrete all the gastric juices into it, and the body area will help. It's a muscular area. The body area is muscular area. It will help to make the food chyme. Okay. What is chyme and chyme? The chyme is a very thin and paste like material of the food when the food mixed with the all the material of gastric juices, right? So this happen here in the body, and the bolus convert into chyme here. Then after you can see the antrum area. Here the maximum digestion of the protein takes place. Okay, and then you will see the last area, the digested food, the digestion which takes place into the stomach, that complete, and then after food reach into the pylorus area. Here you can see the pyloric sphincters. Pyloric sphincter is actually the area from where only small size particles can go. The large size particles can't go from the sphincter area. Okay, means जब food यहाँ पे रहेगा और food digest नहीं होगा, so it cannot convert into small size particles. So until the digestion will not complete here, the food will not convert into the small size. And when the digestion will complete, so the food will convert into the small size. And then after, the food can allow to go from the pyloric sphincter area. Right? So this is how the parts help in the digestion. Now we will discuss about the internal area. The internal area of stomach, okay, where I will teach you about the layers of stomach. But first of all, we have to see what is inside the stomach. If you will see the structure, there you will see some finger-like projections. Like this. Some finger-like projections are present in the inner area of the stomach. And these finger-like projections are called the villi. These villi having the function to secrete the gastric juices for the digestion of food. Okay. Now here I will show you all the layers of the stomach from inner to outer area. This is the inner area here, and this is the outer area which you can see here. So if we are talking about the inner area, so the inner layer of the stomach is called mucosa. Right? In mucosa, you will see the gastric pit. This is the area of the gastric pit. Okay, and the gastric glands. Here the gastric glands are present. Just down of the mucosa, the another layer is there, and this is called submucosa layer. Okay, after the submucosa, you can see muscular layer. Muscularis is the name of it, and the outermost layer is called serosa. Okay, if you will see the microscopic structure of the gastric gland area, then you will see this structure there. It is the large structure of this area. Okay, here you can see many cells are present, which I will show you here. Okay, so the first cell which you can see here, these are called the parietal cell. What these are called? The parietal cell. And these parietal cell secrete hydrochloric acid. Okay, here you can see hydrochloric acid. This I will teach you after it. So parietal cell having the function to secrete hydrochloric acid into the stomach. Here you can see after it these red color. These are called these chief cells. Chief cells having the function to secrete enzyme. Okay, this will secrete the stomach enzyme, which you call pepsin. Okay, although this secrete the pepsinogen and that convert into pepsin, how it takes place, that I will teach you. Okay, so chief cells secrete stomach enzymes. Okay, then after you can see enteroendocrine cells. These larger cells are called enteroendocrine cells. Endocrine means the gland which secrete hormone. Okay, so because we are talking about the digestive system here, and here we will only discuss about the digestive system and related glands. So because endocrine means which secrete hormone, so what hormone is this and what is the function of it, that I will teach you in the endocrinic system. Okay, so here you can see the large structure where we have seen the different cells and what is their functioning. Okay, now we will discuss about the secretion of the stomach. Okay, these gastric glands secrete gastric juice, and gastric juice having hydrochloric acid and enzymes, right? So secretion having hydrochloric acid, pepsinogen, it is inactive form of stomach enzyme, mucus, and the colorless salts. These four are combinedly known as the gastric juice. Note it down. Gastric juice is the mixing of hydrochloric acid, pepsinogen, mucus, and colorless salt. First of all, we will discuss about hydrochloric acid. Okay, as I told you, hydrochloric acid secreted by parietal cell. Here, these cells having the responsibility to secrete hydrochloric acid. It is acidic in nature, having the pH 1.5 to 3.5. This is the value of the pH here in the stomach HCl. Okay. Now, what are the function of HCl here in the stomach? First of all, it kills the harmful microbes. Those come with the food. When we eat the food, so many microbes can also mix here from the environment, and that can reach into our stomach, which can be harmful for us, right? So the HCl kill these all harmful microbes which come with the food. That is the function 1. Now second is it stops the functioning of salivary amylase enzyme. The salivary amylase enzyme found into the mouth in the saliva. So that can also reach into the stomach and can disturb the functioning of the stomach enzymes, right? So the HCl having the function to stop the functioning of salivary amylase here, right? Now it converts pepsinogen into pepsin. Children, we know very well the protein digestion takes place into the stomach, and that digestion takes place by the help of pepsin enzyme. But the chief cells secrete the inactive enzyme which is called pepsinogen. That's I taught you, and this is the pepsinogen, right, which secreted by chief cells. Now the HCl having the function, hydrochloric acid having the function to convert pepsinogen into pepsin, and pepsin is the active form of enzyme which help to digest the protein. And how this pepsin digests the protein? This digests the protein into peptone. Okay, the pepsin enzyme convert the protein into peptone. Right? This is the digestion. Takes place with the help of pepsin enzyme. And who activated the pepsin enzyme from the pepsinogen? Hydrochloric acid. Got it? So the third function of the HCl is it converts pepsinogen into pepsin. That means it activates the pepsin. And last, it provides the acidic medium for the best action of the pepsin enzyme. Right? So these all are the function of the hydrochloric acid. Very important. Please you note down. This will help you because this question can come into the exam. Now we will discuss about the enzyme and their action separately. Children, as I told you just now, the protein digestion is the very important digestion takes place into the stomach. And the stomach is specialized for that to start the protein digestion. Okay. So here you can see the protein which convert into the peptone, which is the polypeptides actually. Chemically these are the polypeptides. So the protein convert into the peptone by the action of pepsin. Right? It is not complete digestion, but yes, this is the beginning of the digestion where the protein convert into peptone by the help of pepsin enzyme into the stomach. Okay. The another enzyme is also found into the stomach. Very less amount, but this enzyme is also found there. It is known as the gastric lipase. And the lipase family enzyme having the function of the digestion of fat. So here the gastric lipase having the function to convert the fat into fatty acid and oil. Right? So here the fat will convert into fatty acid and oil in a little amount. Got it? So children, this is the complete information about the stomach which will help you in your syllabus. Okay? But one thing is very important. The very famous disease, the gastric ulcer, is also there. And we have to understand it very carefully. Gastric ulcer को समझने के लिए we have to understand the complete things very clearly. Okay? हमारी बॉडी दिन में हम किस समय खाते हैं, किस समय हम नहीं खाते हैं, उसके लिए फिक्स होती है. इफ यू आर टेकिंग द फूड इन अ पर्टिकुलर टाइम, सो हमारी बॉडी उस टाइम के लिए सेट हो जाती है. एंड देन आफ्टर आवर ग्लैंड्स सीक्रेट द जूसेस एट दैट पर्टिकुलर टाइम ओनली in a very proper amount to complete the proper digestion, right? और उसके लिए the cardiac region and the pylorus region, ये दो एरिया है स्टमक में which secrete mucus, right? What is this mucus? Mucus is a slippery matter which having the pH 6.5 to 8.5, right? It is basic by nature, and you know very well the basicity can reduce the effect of acidity. So it just secreted by the cardiac region and the pylorus region. And ये जो पूरा mucus है ये स्टमक की इनर वॉल पे पेस्ट हो जाता है. And then after the HCl cannot give any damage to the internal wall of the stomach. स्टमक की अंदर की वॉल पे HCl का कोई हार्मफुल इफेक्ट नहीं होता है. बट जब हम फूड को टाइमली नहीं खाते हैं और एक इरेगुलर टाइम पे, आज किसी टाइम पे फूड खा रहे हैं, कल किसी और टाइम पे फूड खा रहे हैं, एंड वी डोंट हैव अ पर्टिकुलर टाइम टू टेक द मील, ओके, सो दैट कैन बिकम हार्मफुल फॉर अस. हाउ इट कैन बिकम हार्मफुल फॉर अस? क्योंकि जो फूड खाने की हमारी एक प्रॉपर टाइमिंग है, उस टाइम पे हमारी ग्लैंड प्रॉपर सिक्रेशन करती है. सो म्यूकस विल ऑल्सो सिक्रेट एट दैट पर्टिकुलर टाइम. द HCl विल ऑल्सो सिक्रेट एट दैट पर्टिकुलर टाइम. लेकिन हमने खाना खाया ही नहीं, तो जो अमाउंट ऑफ फूड हमारे स्टमक में होना चाहिए उसको चाइम में कन्वर्ट करने के लिए जितना HCl लगेगा वो सीक्रेट हो जाएगा, और फूड तो है ही नहीं. सो व्हाट दैट HCl विल डू, वो HCl क्या करेगा? वो HCl इस म्यूकस के इफेक्ट को खत्म कर देगा. एंड देन आफ्टर द HCl विल गिव द डैमेज टू द इंटरनल वॉल ऑफ द स्टमक. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड द गैस्ट्रिक अल्सर. ठीक है? और इसमें जलन होती है एंड वी फील अ वेरी डीप पेन एट दैट टाइम. सो it is my advice to all of you, we should take food in a proper time. We should take the balanced diet and we should take it into the proper time. Right? So promise कि आप सब अब खाना बिल्कुल टाइम पे खाएंगे. If you will take the food into the correct time, so that will reduce the chances of gastric ulcer. Right? So children, that's all for today. In next video, I will teach you the small intestine. Till that time, stay at home. God bless all of you.